Sorry to be making another depressing video, but I'm not sure if everyone knows, but it's a big story. The shooting in Florida. I believe 17 people was murdered from a school shooting. We have people, individuals, who's out there fighting for our country, protecting us from other countries. But we can't even protect ourselves because all the violence that's happening around the country. It's like, I really don't know what people be thinking when they want to take a life. And to take a life, to take someone's life that did absolutely nothing to you, is one of the worst things you could do. Now, I'm not saying because you deserve to die, that means you should die. No, I'm not trying to say that. But to kill someone who has nothing to do with a problem you are having is just bottom line disgusting. Now, I remember when the Connecticut shooting happened and parents and people, just say people in general, didn't want guards or policemen, I can't remember, the story is so long ago, either security guards, school safety, police officers, to be in schools with guns. When I first heard that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I would rather have a peace officer, security officer, school safety, police officers, whatever, have a gun in the school for reasons like this one. For reasons like this one. Now, at least this 19-year-old did not kill himself. He was arrested, and he will face his crimes. He didn't take the easy way out. But there's no easy way out, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he gets the death penalty, he's still going to be alive for probably years to come. Most likely he will be. And I didn't read the entire story. I just read the first few lines. And basically, he got expelled from school. Don't know what for, but he got expelled from school. So his first thought was to go back to the school and do this mass murder. Now, another part of the article said he always talked about a shooting spree in a school. If that's the case, I don't care if that's my brother. I don't care if that's my best friend. If any one of my friends be joking around saying that's something he want to do, I will have to call the police. I know some of y'all probably say, that's snitching, that's your friend. But at the end of the day, you never know if he might do it. Let's say if I let my best friend go and he's talking about he just want to shoot up a school, and your child, your brother, your father, whoever that's important to you was one of the victims, you would think different. I take this stuff serious. It's just hurtful to see stuff like that. And if I could carry my gun every single place I go, I would carry my gun every single place I go. Because you never know. You never know when you might need it, because not everyone could protect someone's life. A police officer can't protect your life. Not all the time, because you could be facing a situation where there's no cops around, and the only thing you have is your weapon. your firearm for your protection. Now, I've seen a lot of videos out there where people came out on top when they had their own firearm. But I understand, it's very difficult to have regular citizens running around with license to carry guns. I'm glad Delaware is not like that. I'm glad you could carry your gun without a problem. It's not a big hassle like New York and other states. In New York, you're not going to get a carry license unless you're a cop, retired cop, rich, or have a business that generate a certain amount of income in a week. So you could kiss that goodbye in New York, or if you're famous, but you can kiss that goodbye. So I'm glad Delaware is not like that. And now I live in Delaware and I do live in New York. So I'm pretty satisfied with the Delaware law. Why make it hard for people to protect themselves? Because at the end of the day, people get guns anywhere at any given time. Because remember, there's going to be someone smuggling guns somewhere. People are going to get it. But it's also good for people who really needs it to protect themselves and their family. But once again, it had to be an AR-15 that caused, well, not caused, but that was used in this murder. It seemed like that's what everybody want, AR-15 to commit these mass murder. And it's just sad. How pissed can you be that you could openly just shoot up a school? Or anywhere. I hate seeing stuff like this. And it seemed like for within the last like 20 years, school shootings or mass shootings been happening, but for some reason in the last few years, they've been happening way too often. Like, it's a trend for psychopaths. They see that and say, you know what, I'm going to do that one day. Like, it's just crazy that anybody could just say, I'm going to do that. They even probably think about it. It's, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get this done. Which is sad now. You got 17 people who lost their life. 17. I pray for all the family members. I pray for all the victims. Because me personally, death is my main fear. I don't know what's going to happen, after I die. And now these young people, they can't even live their life because of it. Now, if you have that tendency that you want to kill something, get a hunting license and kill an animal. And I understand that's still wrong, but you know what? Hunting is legal in some states. So why not do that? Or even buy something that's dead already and use that. But don't take it out on people. Kids at that. Kids. As I said, it's just a sad thing that goes on in this world. It seems like the world will never get better because every year it just feels like it's getting worse. If I don't keep track of these mass shootings, but to me, every time I turn around, it seems like one is happening every year. Some is small, some is big, but even one person died. That's still a lot. Because that's a life that's gone, that will never come back. I don't know. As I said, it's just a sad story. That's why when I'm in Delaware, my gun go everywhere I go. I know you have restrictions of like schools and stuff, but you never know. Let's say you are walking your little brother to school and something was to happen and you did have a firearm, and let's say you take down the gunman or the knife man. Let's say you do that. Would anybody really care that you have it? Because you just save who knows how many people. But if you get caught with it and nothing happens, you're in trouble. I'm not talking about the people that's planning on, shooting or killing anybody. But I'm just saying, like, let's say they just walk in, their little siblings to school, and they feel safe with their gun around. Like in the movie theaters, I know that's restricted for, I'm not sure if every state, but I'm gonna say some states because I don't know every state law. But at the end of the day, it's like, if something was to happen, at least you could fight back and protect yourself and everybody. Just like that psycho who shot up the movie theater, I think one of the Batman movies. Imagine if somebody was licensed to carry and they had their gun. They could have probably stopped them. But what's going to happen? The first shot, everybody going to panic and run. I will panic and run. You can't defend yourself when somebody got a gun and you have nothing. Even if you got a handgun, he's going to hit somebody before somebody stop him, maybe. So you see what I'm trying to get at here? I'm grateful for the states that let people conceal carry. Now, the open carry is something I have a problem with. I don't believe anyone should open carry. Only law enforcement. Because you make yourself a target when you open carry. Somebody could walk up behind you, take the gun from you. Whatever the case might be, it's best to conceal your gun or guns. I'm not a fan of the whole open carry thing. I'm sorry. I think everything should be at least concealed carry. Make it look like a normal person that doesn't have a weapon, because you might make somebody nervous. Now, I said this before when I watch videos of people want to harass the cops when they want to walk around with their guns out in states where it's legal to open carry. Leave that stuff alone. I understand the cops don't go by the rule. I don't care if they don't go by the rule. If you walking around with a gun, if I was a cop, I would like, you know what, I need your ID, whatever. I would do that. But see, y'all people that be on YouTube that doing that, y'all just make it difficult. Make it easier for criminals to do it. Because a criminal might just copy what you're doing, and he might never have a license to even have a gun. Don't give criminal ideas. And that's what y'all doing, giving criminal ideas. Listen, keep your gun concealed. Period. Don't be flashing it. No, just keep it concealed. Pretend like you don't even have it until you need it. That's just how I feel. Anybody could pass a background check to get a gun. But once you get it, is what you're going to do with it. Even if you go to one of the states that's hard to get a gun license. But guess what? When you get it, you could do what you want with it. You could take it outside, scare people, rob people with it. People do it. And that's the hard thing about it. It's like, come on, guys. We got to come together. We got to stop this. The violence. We need to do better. We have to do better. We should not have to worry about living in a world where you can't walk down the street, where you can't have nice things. We shouldn't live in a world with that. But apparently a lot of people, they don't think so. I don't understand their motive of want to kill somebody. I don't know what that do for them. But I'm going to end this video here because there's not really too much I could talk about. It's just sad. I'm going to go home, be grateful for my life, my family, friends, everybody on YouTube, everybody who I could probably pray for, even people I don't know. So I'm going to just end this video here. Hopefully I don't have to make another video like this because, as I said, it's sad. And once again, I will not be monetizing this video. I'm going to just leave it just like it is. Anytime I want to talk about serious matter like this, I'm really not going to monetize it. I'm going to be honest. I know I was trying to monetize all my videos, but I realized I shouldn't. So, everybody be safe. Alright? One love.